Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Cover Wars. I'm your host, aJaX, and with me always is Seth. Seth, how's it going tonight?
It's going pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing really okay because we have a special guest with us tonight is Sheldon. Sheldon, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm here with you guys. It's going to be a great time.
Awesome. Hey, what will we be covering today on Cover Wars?
One of the best Beatles songs ever made, Hey Jude.
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
It's a fool who plays it cool. Cover Wars, the podcast where we find you the top 3 covers of our popular song. We pull from a curated playlist of 20 different versions. We reveal our top 5 favorites, then we battle it out in a cover war, where we reveal what we've determined, culminating in the best cover ever of a popular song. On Cover Wars!
Okay, so Hey Jude. I'm curious, Sheldon, why did you choose the song Hey Jude by the Beatles?
It was one of the songs that I wanted to cover a Beatles song, and I kind of was like, okay, what's one that I love hearing and that I always heard growing up that I would like to see or hear covers of? And I thought, you know what, Hey Jude, that is a great song, and I'd love to hear different versions of it. So that's why I ended up choosing that one.
All right, well, I am excited to get into these covers. Speaking of covering Hey Jude, I thought it was an excellent choice, by the way, and thank you so much for being on the show. Welcome here to our fine establishment that we call the Cover Wars Podcast, and we will begin right away with our rankings. If you're not familiar with podcasts, what we do is we give you our top 5 favorites. We reveal them in a surprise manner. We pull these favorites from a curated playlist of 20 songs. If you'd like to play at home and you want to check out these songs for yourself, check below there in the description and you will find links to the Spotify playlist as well as the YouTube playlist. Okay, let's get into it with our top 5. Since you are our guest tonight, Sheldon, what is your number 5?
So my number 5 is going to be the Hey Jude cover from the Grateful Dead.
All right, Grateful Dead. And we just heard late last night that Bob Weir passed away, unfortunately. So I am curious to know, why did you choose the Grateful Dead's version as your number 5?
Well, I thought it was almost kind of funny that they start at the end of the song during what some would call the coda, and they keep going with that, and it's just kind of a chill, like, hey, this is the part of the song that we like, so we're just going to do that part of the song. The whole song's 8 minutes, but we only like the last part, and we're just going to go full throttle on it. And it was just such a cool cover. I was like, hey, yeah. I get my na-na-nas in there immediately.
Very interesting, very unique take.
Yes.
This was actually from the soundtrack to Long Strange Trip. This was released in May of 2017. Of course, the Grateful Dead, the jam band that influenced all other jam bands, they are still sitting at 2.2 million monthly listeners. And for me, I'm glad that you like that starting at the na-na-nas. For me, I'm a structure and bones type of a guy. So for me, it kind of took away a little bit. I still appreciate it. I mean, the Grateful Dead, you can't deny their sustainability and their fan base. I mean, they have some of the most loyal fans of any band ever. Just incredible. Seth, curious to know what you thought of the Grateful Dead's version.
It's a very nice take. Just really enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the rockin' takes, and I really enjoyed those.
Well, I love it. Number 5 for Sheldon, the Grateful Dead. Okay, Seth, what is your number 5?
This may surprise you a bit, guys. I picked Jose Feliciano.
And make it better. Remember,
Jose Feliciano is one of the most famous and successful international musicians in music history. That's right. This is from an album called 10 to 23, released in March of 1969, just a year after, or less than a year after the Beatles recorded Hey Jude. Jose Feliciano still, to this day, has 41.3 million monthly listeners on Spotify. He's 121st in the world. A guitar virtuoso with a signature acoustic and bolero music style, and a Latin pop artist from Puerto Rico. And again, one of the most famous international musicians of all time. Seth, why did you pick him for number 5?
Honestly, it was just really awesome. It was surprisingly catchy and wonderful guitar. Not to toot my own horn, but a friend of mine, when they heard my original guitar work, said that I reminded them of him. So quite a compliment.
I can, from what I've heard of you, I can kind of see that you do have that very like unique picking style and the acoustic and the way that it sounds. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, and I love when he goes to town and just like slaps it.
Yes,
it's because most people do that with a bass. You know, they don't usually do it with a guitar, but it's really cool when you start hearing the slaps.
Strong Spanish guitar on that one. Yeah,
very cool. What did you think of that one, Sheldon? Jose?
This one was a roller coaster ride for me because I've never heard of Jose before, and when it first started out, I was like, this one sounds okay. It almost sounds a little bit country to me, the way he was doing it. And then he started doing Spanish. He started singing in Spanish, and I was like, whoa, Hey Jude in Spanish. That's pretty cool. Then it got to the end where he just went to town on that guitar, and I was like, whoa, this totally did like a 180 for me, because I was seriously like, this is going to be on the low end for me. And
it was like a statement. Like, here I am.
Yeah. As soon as the guitar works. Oh, they got to the end there, and I was blown away. I was like, this guy, he's amazing. So I enjoyed this one too.
All right, guys, ready for my number 5?
I got to know.
Here we go. My number 5 is a little group known as The Temptations.
To let her into your heart, that's when you start.
The Temptations. This is from the album Puzzle People, released as their 11th studio album in September of 1969. The Temptations were a hugely successful progressive soul group with tons of hits, including My Girl, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and many more. Still have 9.4 million monthly listeners. So every possible note and octave are at play here. The most notable to me, that baritone. When you hear, then you can start. That sold it for me. I'm just like, this is on another level. This is crazy. I love it so much. It's just a classic old school Temptations version too, and it just can't be denied. I can't wait to hear what you guys thought. What did you think of that one, Sheldon?
I was kind of mixed on that one. I do like the Temptations. I'm a big fan of them, but this version, for some reason, it just didn't ring with me. I did like that they try to be a little more fun with it. And they incorporated so much, especially at the end where everyone's kind of going at it, where it's the different rhythms and their voices coming through. So I did enjoy that part of it for sure.
Okay, we are already at war. And our number 5s are at odds, and I love it. I love this. This is why we do this. So, Seth, what do you think of the Temptations version?
I love this rendition. Is like Sheldon said, very fun. It was soulfully great, is what I wrote down. The intro, I think, might be where they lost you because it's so different from the original. But once it gets in the groove of it's hard not to love. So I really enjoyed this one.
I will say I did have it outside of my 5, and I felt bad. And I'm like, I can't not have the Temptations in my 5. And so I'm like, this is gonna be number 5. It has to be. So let's get into the 4s now. So Sheldon, what is your number 4?
Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Felicity.
Hey Jude, don't let me down.
Yes, so this one very made the little emo boy in my heart come out. Very rock and roll-y, little bit of screaming in there to really got you pumped whenever you're listening to it. And I was like, all right, this reminds me of my teenage years. You know, this is something I definitely would be listening to from back then.
Nice.
That was my number 4. I thought it was a very different take on the song that I didn't hear anyone else really go for. So yeah, decided that would be my number 4.
Great. Well, yeah, I'm with you on the emo. I do have a love for emo. It will always hold a place in my heart. I did like this version. It's by far the shortest version on the song, clocking in at just under 2 minutes. Kind of rowdy and crazy at parts. So they got that little hardcore version going on as well. So they're from Orlando. They're a pop punk post-hardcore band from Orlando. This is a metalcore alt-rock version of the song from a single released just last year in June of 2024. Seth, what did you think of Felicity?
It wasn't my favorite version. I'm sorry, but it did grow on me more recently. And I get why you like it for sure, because it's definitely the most like, I don't know, in your face version. And sometimes like when you're doing a list like this, you kind of need that variation a little bit. So yeah, it played pretty well for the playlist.
Yeah, I thought it was a welcome break in the different versions.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, well, this is a cool little 2-minute take, and it doesn't outstay its welcome. It's got some punchiness to it, and yeah, I mean, it wasn't in my top 10 either, but I still appreciate it and still like it a lot. I mean, there was only a few versions on this whole thing that I didn't really care for, and this was not one of them I did like it. So very cool. So Seth, what is your number 4?
Oh, I've got a big hitter. Number 4 is Roberta Flack.
Hey Jude, don't be afraid.
Okay, so what's interesting about this choice is that this is one that it's from the same album that I actually chose as my number 2 for the Come Together episode, if you recall. And this is from the album Let It Be Roberta. Roberta Flack sings the Beatles. Of course, Roberta, known for Killing Us Softly with her song, still has 4.7 million monthly listeners. So why did you like this version so much? You had it at 4.
To me, it was just about perfect. And you would expect that out of her. And it was awesome. I mean, how could you not love it? I mean, to me, it was one of the ones that when I first heard this playlist, it jumped out at me. And so usually those end up have staying power with the rankings.
Interesting. Okay, what about you, Sheldon? What did you like about it? Or did you like it?
I really did like this version. I don't know what instrument was that, a guitar she was playing, or what was that was in the song? Like, it was very, I don't know if it was a guitar or what exactly it was, but it sounded very unique, at least to my ears. So I really liked it. I thought it was a little bit of a nice twist the way that it was played through her version of Hey Jude. So I did enjoy this one for sure.
I don't recall.
All right. Yeah, I don't either. But Seth, I might surprise you a little bit on this one, Seth. So I loved her version of Come Together so much that it was my number 2. I did not care for this version that much at all.
I mean, this is a really good list, so
it's very interesting. I just didn't think the song vibed with her voice, and I didn't think it matched the song very well and didn't fit the overall structure of the song. So yeah, this was one of my back halves for Roberta, but Roberta Flack is an incredible artist. So are you guys ready for my number 4?
Please.
Okay, well, you asked for it. Here it is. My number 4 is Alex Vargas.
Remember to let her into your heart.
And this is from the Ted Lasso. It's from Ted Lasso, and I only know this because he actually titles it Hey Jude as heard in Ted Lasso. Hey, you want to get those clicks? That's the way to do it. But another way to do it is to just have a stunning version of Hey Jude. I mean, this is just such a great vocal over a very restrained and simple stripped down acoustic guitar. It's got a nice backing vocal track as well. And then you can just hear the timbre and smooth soul in his voice. It's delicate, understated tones. It just breathes such life into these lyrics also. And you just really hang on every word. So I loved this version. What did you think of it there, Sheldon?
I have to disagree.
Whoa.
Okay.
I did not like this version. Sorry. I did not like this
That's
version.
fine. Wow.
I just felt like it started off kind of like I had don't know who this is. I've never heard the song before. So the guitar picking I thought was kind of slow. And I even put it as kind of annoying. And then it finally picks up at the end. And then it's almost too late. So I had a really different take. Sorry.
No, that's
all right.
I love
That's all
this.
right.
This is what
Yes.
we do. This is cover wars. It's
This
not
is going to
called,
be a cover war for sure.
It's not called cover hugs. Like this is. I mean, this is gonna be very interesting as we get down to it. So, Seth, help me out here. What you think of Alex Vargas' version?
I just thought it was wonderfully amazing. I actually disagree with you on the restrained guitar. the thing that sold me on this was his guitar. I went back and on my headphones and listened to try to tell if it was from a slap on the guitar or if it was a strum. And I think it's a slap. And people don't do that. And I just loved it. I ate that up because that I can usually tell when it's a pick or when they're finger picking or when they're actually picking with the pick or if they're slapping or if they're, plucking or whatever, and I felt like this was a finger slap and I thought the opposite of restrained. I thought it was really going at it and I loved it.
Well, hey, I'll take your word for it. You know more about guitar than I do, of course. But no, the reason I say restrained is because I think he could have went more into it. And I think that
like the melody.
The beauty in it was so stripped down.
Simple, yeah.
Yeah, so aJaX Fargas, I'll tell you a little bit about him there, Sheldon, since you didn't have any clue who he was.
Sorry.
So it's all right. So he does only have 129,000 monthly listeners, but he's a Danish singer-songwriter. His bio is, I sing, sometimes dance, sometimes produce, but I mainly sing. So there you go. That is aJaX Fargas. I'm sure that told you as much as you need to know. And now we are going into our threes already. No matches yet. Lots of disagreement going on. I love this.
This is
so
great.
Sheldon, I can't wait to hear, what is your number 3?
No pressure.
This one may surprise you because it surprised me, but it just is what it is. Elvis Presley's version of Hey Jude.
Okay.
I thought it was a pleasant surprise. I'm not really a fan of Elvis Presley's music, like to a big degree at all. And usually because his voice is always, to me, there's just some type of ring in his voice that I just usually don't like. But for some reason, whenever he sang this, I felt like he did something different with his voice. It sounded a lot better. He had some instrumental twist in there, and you can tell he's just having a good time with it. Even at the end of, he's singing, Hey Jude, Judy, Judy, and he starts laughing at the end of it. So it was like he was just having a good time, and I was like, I felt that with him and his voice. So I thought, number 3, that's what I choose for that one.
Well, hey, I like that. I like that take a lot. I think, so first of all, this is from Elvis Now, released in February 1972, so later in Elvis's career. Elvis, by the way, 43.3 million monthly listeners still, 106th in the world, one of the most famous people in music ever of all time, of course. But yeah, I just thought this was really cool. I thought like you said, he was having fun with it, and he was just wailing out at the end in that coda. He was loving that part. You could tell that it was like he was waiting for that part of the song to come, and he just wanted to let it all loose. So, Seth, what did you think of the King's version?
So it grew on me, but at first I didn't care for this one at all. Like it just did not ring with me at all, and I am a big Elvis fan.
Wow.
So it was kind of weird, but it grew on me after a while. I did see the joy in it, like you're talking about. I did see he was having fun and really appreciated the song. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely could tell he's a fan of the music and why he chose to have it on an album. And the fact that it exists at all is just kind of cool to me. Elvis Now. All right, Seth, what is your number 3?
Okay, so help me out here. Was it Imaginary Future with Kina Grannis?
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
Yes, that is correct. Imaginary Future featuring Kina Grannis. And what did you like so much about that version?
So I just loved how relaxed it was. It was a great take, very refreshing and soothing. It wasn't I don't know. It was a nice break for me for this too. Like it had a different little feel to a vibe than all the other ones.
Nice. Yeah, I like the vocal effect that they used all the way through the song. And a lot of treble. If you hear it on headphones, it sounds really cool. So Imaginary Future at 675,000 monthly listeners is an indie folk project of singer-songwriter Jesse Epstein and Kina Grannis, a YouTube superstar, 1.9 million monthly listeners. Sheldon, what did you think of the Imaginary Future and Kina Grannis version?
Yeah, I did like it. It was, I brought down notes here that seemed like it was very powerful for like how like mellow it was. It was also like powerful in the same way. It's just something I could see like in the back of like a movie or like even like credits roll and the starts in, and I felt like it really stayed true to the original Hey Jude song. So I did like this one.
All right, very cool. Okay, are you guys ready for my number 3?
Yeah, bring it.
All right, I will bring it. And here it comes. It is our very first match of the evening. And it might surprise you to know that my number 3 is Jose Feliciano.
Remember to let her into your heart.
These vocals, they're just so thought out and performed with such great care in English and, as you mentioned, Sheldon, and then in Spanish. And this is an 8-minute version, and it just feels like it was 4 minutes long. Because I was so entertained all the way through. He doesn't leave you bored. He slays on that guitar at the midpoint, and I loved it so much I kept moving it up. Then it just stuck at 3. So Jose Feliciano. So we have our first match, everybody. I hope we have some more in the top 2. Let's see what happens as we get into the 1 and 2. So Sheldon, what is your number 2?
My number 2 might be surprising also, about Diana Ross and the Supremes.
You were made to go out and get.
That's the one I chose for my number 2. I feel like they really made it their own. Kind of got a funky twist to it. The bass in it I thought was amazing throughout the whole song. I loved whoever was playing that bass deserves an award. And again, Diana Ross using her powerful voice to sing Hey Jude. I couldn't get around that. I was like, man, that was just such a great version of Hey Jude. So that was my number 2.
All right, very cool. Yeah, this is from the album Cream of the Crop, released in November of 1969. So again, right after the Beatles recorded it, just a year after. And Diana Ross and the Supremes at 609,000 monthly listeners. But without the Supremes, Diana Ross is at 17.8 million monthly listeners, just to give you some context there. And yeah, I thought it was a very lovely version. A young Diana Ross, just wailing on a Beatles classic. It's just beautiful, really vibrant, bubbly. That bass was awesome, like you said, and then the brass kicks in. I love the horn section in there too. So just a nice touch and incredible vocals. So very great choice there for number 2. Seth, what did you think of the Diana Ross and the Supremes version?
I thought it was a very fun and fresh, just cool take. There was something about that one that grew on me. I thought it was kind of in the middle when I first heard it, and as I was listening to it progressively, I was loving it more and more. So great pick.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it just sounds like you can tell Diana Ross is going to be a superstar when you hear this. You're like,
oh yeah,
this is early on. So nice choice. Seth, what is your number 2?
My number 2 might come as a surprise. I'm not sure because I'm not sure if you guys are fans or not, but Wilson Pickett.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad.
And this was from an album called Hey Jude, released in November 1968, shortly after the Beatles recorded Hey Jude. Only 1.5 million monthly listeners. Surprised me when I saw that number was so low. He's a Southern soul singer-songwriter who, as big as he was, should have been bigger, and was still very underrated with hits like Land of a Thousand Dances, which is a song that if you don't know the title, immediately when you hear the song, you're like, oh, well, yeah, it's that song. Then In the Midnight Hour and Mustang Sally, many more classics. Why did you like Wilson Pickett's version so much, Seth?
Soulful. I felt personally this had more feeling than any of the others on the playlist. You listen to it over and over again, you hear his kind of like howl almost, and his like cry, and it's like, whoa, he's got something to say, and it's so well done, so well done.
Very, very cool. And what about you, Sheldon? What did you think of Wilson Pickett version?
I liked Wilson Pickett's version. I like Seth was saying, very, very soulful. Really got. I feel like it was touching a part of his soul as he was singing it. He really gets into it as it's going through there. And this is one that had to grow on me at first. I really didn't like it. I don't know what it was about it, but as I listened to it a couple of times, it was like, okay, yeah, all right, this is a good one to rock out to some Hey Jude. So yeah, I liked it.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm surprised to hear that you didn't like it at first, but I'm glad it grew on you. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, I just thought this was his smooth, soulful voice. It just overpowers. It's a convincing rendition of the song. To me, it was almost like it was written for him, but it's the Beatles song. So very, very cool. Number 2 choice. So are you guys ready for my number 2?
Yes.
Okay. I'm very excited to tell you that my number 2 is Jason Lancaster.
Hey Jude, don't be afraid.
Jason Lancaster, and I'm not joking when I tell you, is my favorite voice in all of music.
Wow.
In all of music. And I know Mr. Emo fan over there already knows this, but he was the original singer of Mayday Parade. And he then formed a band called Go Radio. And Go Radio released one of my favorite songs of all time called Goodnight Moon. I could go on and on about him, but I'll try to sum things up and just say that he's my favorite voice in all of music. He is incredible. His voice is just amazing. That rasp and range he has that just are in full display here. And as you get deeper into the song, you can just feel the talent oozing from him. It's just crazy to me that he is not bigger than he is. He's just incredible. I'm very, very curious now to know what you thought, Sheldon, of Jason Lancaster.
I really did like this version of it. His voice, especially during the chorus, I thought was really powerful. He did so well with it. I liked how they added in the kind of more of a rocky feeling, especially in the second verses where it kind of kicks it up a notch. And then too, I just felt like it had the type of like emo rocky as well as like the dad rock going on at the same time. Like it just was a great version for sure.
This whole album is incredible. It was released on June 3rd, 2014. It's called As You Are, and Hey Jude is the final track on that. Seth, what did you think of Jason Lancaster?
There was something about this one that kept me coming back. I really enjoyed this one. This was a good pick for you, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. All right, we've only got our number 1s left. So far, we have one match, and it's Jose Feliciano. It was kind of crazy to me. We've butted heads. It's Cover Wars. That's what we do. That's the expectation. I'm surprised it doesn't happen even more. But I am very, very excited to find out from you, Sheldon, as our guest. What is your number 1?
It is Toots and the Maytals. I think that's how you say
Whoa!
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This version, this came out of left field. Had no expectations at all. Never heard of these guys, and it immediately made me smile. This version, I don't know what it is. It's very like almost cartoonish. The way that it is, it's reggae type of feeling. I was bobbing my head. It just feels right in so many ways. And maybe What a Dance. It's the only one that I was listening to where I just kind of like wanted to like start dancing as I'm listening to it. I don't know what it was. And I was like, I just love this. I don't know what it is. I love this version of it. So. Yes, that is my number 1 choice.
Wow. I mean, they're legends. They are one of the bands that is credited with the invention of ska, and you can actually hear how that would be. They have that 2-tone reggae style that kind of spawned all these great ska bands. Like, I don't know that ska would have existed without Toots and the Maytals. So, hey, Seth, what did you think of the Toots and the Maytals version?
It's fun, great sound. I wrote down original, fresh sound, so it was a lot of fun to listen to.
Very cool. Yeah, I didn't like it as much as you did, Sheldon, which is kind of like par for the course on this list, which I'm still excited about this list. But I will say, I really appreciate that you put them as number 1, because they are a band they're classic. Their 70s albums are really praised by a lot of different artists. They're almost a band that artists appreciate more than fans do in a way. So it's kind of strange, but it's also like you have to respect them, and their influence is forever, because I think they invented ska. I mean, you can hear it in the song. So their version of Hey Jude is actually really cool. But yeah, I didn't love the production. And so for me, like a lot of the production stuff kind of takes away from it. But Seth, what did you think of Toots and the Maytals version?
I loved it, but here's what I want to say. I want to say, Sheldon, I think you have the most eclectic number 5 or top 5 that we've ever had. I'm looking at it here. We've got Grateful Dead, we've got
Wow.
Felicity, which is completely different. Elvis,
Sorry.
Diana Ross, and Toots. I mean, seriously.
Don't apologize. Yeah,
This is like awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is
So
like,
we
like
go-
the perfect list.
So we go jam band, emo post-hardcore, king of rock and roll, crooner. Then we've got R&B, soul, reggae, ska. Yeah, this is
Yes.
something else.
Yes.
Seth,
You have to be complimented.
Seth, I gotta know, Seth, what is your number one?
Well, I'm glad that it was on a list, but Alex Vargas.
Then you can start to make it.
I mean, that was by far my favorite version.
Yes. Okay. All right. So why did you like Alex Vargas so much that you chose him for number one?
The guitar, wow. I mean, that's just, it was just amazing. It truly, it accompanied his voice perfectly. I can't really say enough about how good it was. I mean, it's one of those ones you got to go back and listen to appreciate it, but it's so good.
Yeah, Sheldon, why don't you go back and listen to that version?
Yeah, Sheldon. What's wrong with you, Sheldon?
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's like we got to respect Sheldon picked the song. It's his song. It's Hey Jude. I mean, but come on. Like, Alex Vargas's version was pretty amazing.
Oh, I must have to listen. Maybe I listened to the wrong one or something because I was like, okay.
It's Alex Vargas. He even stamps it as heard in Ted Lasso. So,
Yeah.
Hey Jude, as heard in Ted Lasso from Alex Vargas.
2 matches, and I've been none of those.
And Sheldon,
Wait,
I hate
wait,
to
wait.
say it. No, I hate to say it, Sheldon, but there's not going to be another match of yours. Are you guys ready for my number one?
Yes.
Okay, my number one is Wilson Pickett.
Take a sad song and make it better.
I mean, from
Nice.
the moment I heard his voice, I'm like, oh my good Lord, that is just what? And I'm just like, how does this exist? How is he singing this song? Like it was written for Wilson Pickett. That was
Yes.
his song, but it was the Beatles. He's got a smooth, soulful voice, powerful and convincing rendition of the classic. And then the second you hear it, you just get mesmerized. Then the horns kick in. Then the guitar layers in behind it. And what's interesting to me about this version, it being a soulful cover, is we got a guy out there, Nick Harrison, the professor, has these compilations he's putting out called Art Official. He doesn't hide it. They are AI versions of songs, but they're soulful versions of songs. And they're always better because they're soulful renditions and they're just really cool. And you want to hear a soulful rendition of all these different songs. Well, this is Wilson Pickett, and he does it for realsies, and just makes this version sound so good. It just sticks with you. There was after I heard this, I'm like, forget about it. Nobody else stands a chance. It's Wilson Pickett and everybody else. So that is why that is my number one. Okay, before we get into this cover war, Sheldon, do you have some honorable mentions for us?
Oh, I've got 5 honorable mentions if you'd like to
We
hear
can
those.
start
Wow.
with 10 and let's go down.
All right. So the Guess Who?
From the album called Let's Go, which was the 1969's Canadian TV show, which the band, the Guess Who, served as house band. So this was a companion compilation album released in 2005. And of course, it commemorates a bunch of different songs, including their version of Hey Jude. Why did you like it?
I liked it because they did such a good job of copying the Beatles. It sounded so much like the Beatles. If you would play this on, I would, and he told me this is the Beatles, I would be like, yeah, this is the Beatles, and I'd have no way of not knowing it because they did it so well covering it. It sounded exactly like them, so I just was impressed by that.
And that's why they're the Guess Who. What is your number
Yeah.
9?
Shannon and Keith.
This is from the acoustic sessions released in May of 2022. They are an English acoustic jazz and folk duo with 121,000 monthly listeners. Why'd you like that one so much?
I said here that the woman's voice was very pleasant. Whenever I was listening to this too, I was having my coffee. It was gently snowing outside, and it was like this version just like went with the moment I was in, and I was like, this is a really cool version. Like it just reminds me of, relaxing times. So that's just why I end up with that one.
Definite coffee house vibes there. Yeah. What's your number
Yes.
8?
Roberta Flack. I ended up going with that one.
What's your number 7?
Jason Lancaster.
Yes. All right. I love it. So, got to ask you, did you like the first Mayday album, and have you heard Go Radio stuff?
Yes, and yes. I feel like Jason was honestly the better singer of the two. That's what I've always felt like. And so I like his stuff a lot.
Yeah, so Jason and Derek actually collabed on a song for Jason's last EP he put out back in, I think it was 2022. Really, really good. Check that out. What's your number 6? What is your number 6?
It was Jose Feliciano.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a contender.
Yeah.
we got a definite number 3 there, maybe closer. We'll see. Wow. So what did you like so much you had him at 6?
I had said, it was like the whole thing just took me on a roller coaster ride. Like it just, at first I was kind of like, this is okay, and then again it kicked on with the Spanish, and then that ending guitar where he just went nuts with it. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So I ended up liking him. So
love it. All right, Seth, let's get your 10 through 6, starting with number 10.
Number 10, I've got Stephanie Sun.
So this was from an album called Start. She's a hugely successful singer in Taiwan and China, and originally from Singapore, 12 albums in the genre of mandopop. What do you like about Stephanie Sun's version?
The piano mostly, it was just beautifully done. I mean, it was just very relaxing. It could be one of those soothing songs if you need a soothing song. I definitely could go there. Yeah.
All right. What's about number 9?
Number 9 was Grateful Dead.
Hey.
What'd you like so much about them?
The Grateful Dead, just a very nice take. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very fresh. They just were just having a lot of fun with it. I mean, it was just one of those really powerful renditions.
What about number 8?
At number 8, I've got Jason Lancaster.
Nice. Okay. What'd you like about him?
I just thought there was something about that one. There's literally something about this take in particular out of all the 20 that was special to me. And unfortunately it didn't make it higher. I wish it would have for you guys' sake, but it was just really special.
All right. Very cool. What about number 7?
I got Ella Fitzgerald. This is another one that was very different.
Very, very different. So it's funny to me because she starts out the song, she like bebops, which is part of her thing. Yeah, I've always been a bebopper, but she starts off the song with "Come on, Jude." Like, what are you doing there? That's starting the song that way. But all right, what'd you like so much about it?
The band, the voice was great too. It's just unbelievably fun, but the band was on point. I mean, my goodness, go back and listen and appreciate how good they were. I mean, that truly was an amazing take.
Okay, and what just missed your top 5 at number 6?
This is heartbreaking for me. This is very special band to me, The Temptations.
See, that's why I had to get them in there at my 5. Why did you like that version so much?
So it was just soulful. The beginning was a little bit rocky, if you ask me. I didn't care for the beginning as much, but once the song got moving, it really propelled itself, and I thought it was really well done. And I'm just a fan of their vocals to begin with. I mean, they're just an amazing, iconic group, and Motown sound. Just a big Motown fan.
Very cool. All right, you guys ready for my honorable mentions here?
I am ready, and I'm hoping I can keep track. I'm losing track already.
It's tough sometimes, you know. My number 10 was Ella Fitzgerald. I love the way she started off the song. It's just like you sense the genius of all that she's accomplished. I mean, you know you're witnessing something special when you hear an Ella Fitzgerald song. All that bebop and doo-wop, it's all good. My number 9 was the King, Elvis Presley. Yeah, I had to include Elvis. The fact that this song exists at all is just kind of crazy. I never knew he did a cover of Hey Jude. And I just thought it's very good. It's not the best version, but just a very good version. My number 8, you guys didn't mention this one. I'm kind of surprised that it didn't come up at all. Tom Jones from Live in Vegas, Vegas resident, and he's pretty much, I'm sure he's got like part of Vegas stock. Yeah, this was recorded in November of 1969, just a year after the Beatles recorded the song. And I just thought he was in his prime, rocking out on this new hit from the biggest band in the world. Love this version. My number 7 was Diana Ross and the Supremes. And just love hearing a young Diana Ross doing a Beatles song. I just thought incredible vocals by these ladies. There's some screams and howls in there too at the end, which is really cool. And my number 6 was Imaginary Future and Kina Grannis. So, the vocal effect was just really cool. Delicate touches from Grannis, that sweet piece of ear candy whispering through your ear canals. It provided me with the delightful poppy presence, and I enjoyed it tonight. Okay, everybody. We've got some work to do, and we've got our work cut out for us. So, Sheldon, you are our guest. So if you don't agree with what Seth and I cook up here in our cover war, you can definitely say, wait a second, guys, I don't agree with this. And we will change our minds begrudgingly. But Seth, what are you thinking here with Sheldon's takes versus ours? We do have some matches between you and I. There's only one match though with all three. Now, how much weight we give that is going to be up to you guys. So Sheldon, here's what I'm going to tell you. So Jose Feliciano was your number 6. Just missed your top 5. It was Seth's number 5 and my number 3. Here's the other 2 though that Seth and I matched on and agree wholeheartedly on. Alex Vargas, he had it at number 1. I had a number 4. That's 5 between us. Okay. Then there was Wilson Pickett's version, who was my number 1 and Seth's number 2. So it really comes down to weight and how much weight we assign to each of these, with Sheldon, you being our guest and you getting the final say. Now, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, and I want you to chime in here, okay? So I would put Jose Feliciano at 3, I would put Alex Vargas at 2, and I would put Wilson Pickett at 1. However, Sheldon, you have none of those in your top 5.
No, I don't.
You are our guest. So this is Cover Wars. I want to hear from you.
As you were saying that, I was already writing it down that Wilson Pickett should be number 1, and then Alex Vargas number 2, and then Jose Feliciano as number 3.
Okay. If you are good with that, I'm golden with that. So I gotta make sure though. Are you okay with that? Because they were not in your top 5.
Absolutely. I know I have a weird taste in music sometimes. That's why my stuff is like always out there.
Weirder the better. Seth, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stamp it. Here is your final quintessential top 3 Hey Jude covers are as follows. At number 3, Jose Feliciano. At number 2, Alex Vargas. And the very best cover version of the song Hey Jude by the Beatles, Wilson Pickett. Okay, there was your cover war. And thank you so much. Now we're going to get into a little bit of the song bio, okay? Just going to run through this real quick. Hey Jude is a song by an English rock band known as the Beatles. It was released as a non-album single in August of 1968, written by Paul McCartney and credited to the Lennon-McCartney partnership. The single was the Beatles' first release on their Apple record label and one of the first 4 singles by Apple's roster of artists. And it actually marked the label's public launch. Hey Jude was a number 1 hit in many countries and around the world, and became the year's top-selling single in the UK, the US, Australia, and Canada. It was everywhere. Its 9-week run at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 tied the all-time record then in 1968 for the longest run at the top of the US charts, a record it held for 9 years. It sold approximately 8 million copies and is frequently included on music critics' lists of the greatest songs of all time. Gallagher guy, would you put Hey Jude at the top of your list? Is it your favorite Beatles song of all time, or do you have another favorite?
See, the Beatles is just so hard because they have so many good songs. Hey Jude is
True.
definitely up there. I had to say Good Day Sunshine's probably my favorite.
I don't
No, it's but Hey
Okay.
Jude is very, very, it's like right underneath it. It's like right there. Like
Okay, Good
That's
Day
just where
Sunshine.
I'm at.
We haven't heard that yet. We will have the TikTok song poll coming up as well. I already know the answer to this question, but Seth, what is your favorite Beatles song of all time?
Currently, the long and winding road.
Okay.
Oh,
Long and winding
yes.
road. I just love A Day in the Life. It
Yes.
is my favorite Beatles song. The writing and recording of Hey Jude coincided with a period of upheaval in the Beatles. The ballad evolved into Hey Jude, which was a song McCartney wrote to comfort John Lennon's young son, Julian Lennon, which a lot of people do know that story, but it's kind of weird because there's also some interesting lyrics that would be like, wait, what? But this was after Lennon had left his then wife, Cynthia Lennon, for Yoko Ono. The lyrics espouse a positive outlook on a sad situation. So makes it a little bit dark to think about that, but also, hey, he was providing a little bit of sunlight into the life of this child who was affected by divorce. Okay, so trivia time for Sheldon. Are you ready? This isn't a hard one if you think about it. So here we go. Hey Jude was the first Beatles song to be recorded on what type of recording equipment? A, 8-track, B, cassette tape, or C, compact disc?
I'm gonna go with 8-track because that was
That is correct.
okay.
That is correct. And I'm happy that you guessed it
Nice.
right because of my preface. It would have made it sound just awful if you didn't get that right. No, yeah, cassette tapes, they were a little later, compact disc a lot later. So yes, 8-tracks there. At over 7 minutes in length, Hey Jude was the longest single to top the British charts up to that time. Its arrangement and extended coda encouraged many imitative works through the early 70s, and we heard a lot of those on our list today. Okay, here's the TikTok song poll. Coming in at number 1, In My Life was our TikTok song poll winner at the most picks. At number 2 was Come Together, and at number 3 was Blackbird. Some of the others that people mentioned, We Can Work It Out, Hey Jude, Here Comes the Sun, Obla Dee, Obla Da, I'm Only Sleeping, Norwegian Wood, Love Me Do, A Day in the Life, hello, that's my favorite, Penny Lane, Bad Boy, which is a rare Beatles song, Blue Jay Way, Tomorrow Never Knows, For No One, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, and Hey Bulldog. So some of those songs in there weren't hits. I always love hearing the deeper cuts that people come up with. Are you guys ready for some of these lyrics now?
Yeah.
Before we get into the lyrics, okay. Before we get into the lyrics, to tell you a little bit more. So, of course, Hey Jude is about Paul McCartney comforting John Lennon's son, Julian, during his parents' divorce, encouraging him to cope with sadness and embrace opportunities for happiness. Though its universal message also resonated with personal breakup struggles, McCartney changed Hey Jules to Hey Jude for better sound. Yeah, I get it. Creating a powerful anthem about resilience, finding love, which is what makes the song weird if you just think it's about a son, and self-reliance, culminating in its famous na 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 coda. All right, so here are the lyrics to Hey Jude, and I'm not going to read the na na nas.
Oh, come on.
Hey-
You gotta read all the na-na-nas.
Hey, don't worry, you'll have a present coming up that you'll enjoy. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world on your shoulders. For well, you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. Hey, Jude, don't let me down. You have found her. Now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey, Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone to perform with. And don't you know that it's just you? Hey, Jude, you'll do. The movement you need is on your shoulder. Hey, Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin. Then you'll begin to make it better, 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 better. Oh, and then the na-nas. Okay, so Sheldon, as our guest, what is your favorite lyric from that song, or do you have a favorite lyric?
I would have to say the first bridge there. Anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders, for well you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder. I don't know what it is about that. It's such a powerful line. It just makes you feel, we do that sometimes. I feel like with people, you take the pain on and you put all the world on your shoulders. You feel like, and it just was, very relatable. So I like that. I like that.
Absolutely. What about you, Seth? Which lyric did you like the most?
Very same.
Nice. Yeah, I just love the simple line, take a sad song and make it better. I mean, it doesn't, and what's great about that is it doesn't mean that sad songs are bad. It means that you want to be cheered up. You want to have a hopeful message in that, and you can make it better by your outlook, by the way that you view things, by your scope, by your perception, and that's really it's lovely. I just love it. So, without any further ado, Sheldon, are you ready for your surprise?
Oh, I am so ready for my surprise.
Okay, so I've only been drinking coffee. I haven't had any. I'm hoping that I don't crack. If I do crack, you can crack up. It's okay. And I'm not going to tell you the name of the song, but I am going to sing it to you right now. Hey, dude. That show was rad at Barnum Ranch out in Arizona. Remember, are you afraid of the dark? But I never watched the Brothers Garcia. Hey, Doug, that was my jam. The beats they rocked out on Killer Tofu, as told by Ginger, Rugrats, and Invader Zim. And then there's Ren and Stimpy also. And don't just sit there, Keenan and Kel, all that, oh well. Yes, salute your shorts and super ninjas. For well, you know that it's Clarissa who explains it all. The Fairly Odd Parents are real monsters. Cat, dog, please tell me how they use the bathroom. Is it out each other's mouths? Remember the adventures of Pete and Pete, and welcome freshmen and Rocket Power. Those shows on Nickelodeon. Hey, dude, begins the onslaught of sitcoms to grow up with. And Max and Shred, and Drake and Josh, and Sam, and Kat, and Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Don. Roundhouse, and Wienerville. Take a show and just make it weirder. 100, the deeds for Eddie McDowd. Zoe 101, my brother, and me, and me, and me, and me, and me. Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon. Hey, Nick. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. I could do that 5 more times, but I'm going to stop. All right.
Dude.
So anyway, that song's called Hey, Nick. I don't know. Or Nick. Whatever you want to call it.
That was so good, man. That was my
Thank you.
childhood right there in a song. That was my
Okay,
entire
well,
childhood
great.
in one song.
Great. Okay, so again, thank you so much for being on. We have now a task, though. We have to decide, are any of these cover songs better than the original? We'll start with you, Sheldon. Did you like the Toots and Maytals version better than the Beatles?
No, you just can't top the original for me. That one is just too powerful, means too much. I like the Toots and Maytals one, but it just doesn't beat the original.
All right. What about you, Seth? Alex Vargas, did you like that one better than the Beatles version?
Although I did love it, I don't think there could ever be a cover that surpasses the original. It's just that iconic.
I would agree. As much as Wilson Pickett, it sounded like it could have been written for him.
Yeah.
He comes close. I really will say he comes close.
Yeah.
But it's the Beatles. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the Beatles. You know, you can't top Hey Jude by the Beatles. So, yeah, that's our show. Thanks again so much for being on. Real quick, though, next week, are you ready to hear the song that our guest has chosen next week? Seth, get stoked, okay? All right. We have the pleasure of being joined by Victor Higgins from the Saturday Night Network. He's also got an excellent new podcast called Not Ready for Popcorn Players, where he discusses movies with SNL cast members in them and starring in this. So it's a very cool podcast. Can't wait to hear more from that. So the song that he has chosen wasn't his first choice, but it's the same artist. And it's from one of my favorite albums of all time. It was definitely my favorite album of that year. So that album is called Blurry Face. That artist is called 21 Pilots, and the song is Stressed Out. Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. So that's what we're going to be covering next week. Can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Seth, where can the people find us if they want more Cover Wars?
They can find us at Cover Wars Podcast on YouTube. You can find us at Cover Wars on TikTok and Facebook, coverwarspodcast at gmail.com. And then Sheldon, where can we find you?
Yes, thank you for saying that.
You can find me on YouTube, GalgaGuy88. Also, find me on TikTok, GalgaGuy88, and also on Instagram, GalgaGuy88. All of them exactly the same.
Awesome. So yeah, Sheldon does on most Fridays a live happy hour gaming hour, an hour and a half ish. Where he has all kinds of good stuff on that show. So definitely check him out. Thank you so much for being here. And hey, if you guys are ever out there and you're all alone and you don't know where to go for songs written by artists other than the original, Seth and I, and sometimes Sheldon, we got you covered. Bye, everybody.